All right. We live, man. We live with an exclusive. Hernandez Govan found not guilty for the murder of Young Dolph. Let's get to the video and we'll talk about it.
Tennessee versus Hernandez govan, count one. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez govan not guilty in count one of the indictment. State of Tennessee versus Hernandez govan, count two. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez govan not guilty in count two of the indictment. Ma'am. Tennessee versus Hernandez govan, count one. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez govan not guilty in count one of the indictment. State of Tennessee versus Hernandez govan, count two. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez govan not guilty in count two of the indictment.
This is, I don't get it. I don't know what happened. I don't know, you know, where the ball was dropped. I'm really at a loss for words. Honestly, I thought this was over with. I thought this was signed, sealed, delivered. But it kind of takes me back to my premise last night. If you've seen the video that I dropped, it seemed as if the setup, it's been some type of a setup or something. First of all, right, Jook. They never question Jook. They never go after Jook, right? Jook pays for the man's lawyer. Jook gets killed, and now he gets acquitted. Tell me that shit ain't fishy. Tell me that's not a little bit suspect. Tell me. Tell me that's not just the least bit of a little bit suspect. But I'm gonna talk about this later. I want to drop this video on you guys and just put it out there. What do y'all think about this, man? I got a limited time to talk about this. What do y'all think? Is the fix in or what? Like, is the fix in or what? This is unbelievable. Now, I get it. This guy, he didn't have nothing, like, per se. He didn't really have nothing. Like, he was supposedly the guy who set this stuff up. He didn't actually commit the murder, right? The guys that actually committed the murder, the one of the guys, Justin, and the other guy who turned informant, not even informant, he's just telling whatever the case may be. He's working with the prosecution. He's telling you that Hernandez set this up. They got communication with Hernandez, Govan, and Jook and all that. And he walks. Maybe they thought it was a shadow of a doubt. I don't know. This is deep, though. This is very, very deep. Oh, there go the comments. It's definitely fishy. It's crazy. If y'all didn't rewind the video, he was found not guilty. Rewind it real quick. Rewind it and you'll see. It's fishy. You got communication with Juke and all these dudes. They never one time questioned Juke. Nothing. Never go see him. No nothing. When you that's just like somebody said that I hired them to murder somebody, they coming to me right away, anywhere else. And then he gets killed mysteriously, which I got my own theories about that. Only in America. I'm not even gonna put that out there because I don't have no proof. I don't like to do that. But then the same prosecution that did not go after Juke, they acquit the man. And I'll be honest with you, like the lawyer was doing her thing. The prosecutor's attorney, she was doing her thing. It wasn't like she was some fugazi, BS. She was definitely doing her thing. And then, like you said, Juke paid for the lawyer. 50 bands. They just wanted to get them all to rat on Gotti. Tomorrow the feds coming for Gotti and CMG. It might not be tomorrow, but if I had to bet my bottom dollar, they definitely under investigation. Big boy got killed to protect the cash flow. I think he was a casualty. I'm not gonna say who I think did it, but I think Juke was a casualty. Let me get out in front of these people's business real quick. I think Juke was definitely a casualty. Like we got. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me put my seatbelt on. If I can move to another location. I thought this place was closed or whatever. All of a sudden, Juke died. I think at his mom's funeral. Like, come on, man. This is like this stuff is like a movie. You know, this stuff is like a movie, man. You mean a sacrifice? Maybe, maybe. But let's just like, come on. Tell me something crazy here. It's like the fix was in. This dude, Hernandez Govan, set up the hit. That's why I want to move from there because I had a good connection, man. See, street politics always play a rapper in these murders. Absolutely. And I understand they have been trying to get Dolph out of there for a minute. I don't know why he even went back with anything less than an Army brigade of security. And his brother, I mean, shout out to his brother, whatever the case may be, Marcus, that was with him. But you let your guard down for 1 second. And that split second that you let your guard down, it took him 3 to 4 seconds to hit him 22 times. Because if you look at the video, it was very, very quick. I'm thinking like, damn, how they get 22 shots off inside the dog that quick? If you look at the video, it was literally like 3 4 seconds, and it was the exact moment that he walked away from his brother. It was like a precise execution, a precise like everything just lined up perfectly. Had his brother just been looking out the window, like saying, "All right, look, you in here, I'm in here, but I got you. I got you six. I got you six." That's all it would have took. Then he could have started dumping on them boy. They would have ran. Trust me, they would have started running. If Home would have started dumping when he seen them running up with the pistols, they would have started running. And then if you're gonna have somebody like that, I mean, look, shout out to him. Because most people would have probably froze up. Most people would have froze up, right? Probably 98% of people are gonna freeze up unless they're like some type of military or police officer. But damn, man. Damn. Juke out the way, Govan off, Gotti can't be touched now. Man, man, Dolph talked all that shit. I mean, I know it was back and forth. They were hating on Dolph. Charlene Little says Gotti line Juke up, trying not to get caught. And I didn't want to go there with it. I didn't want to go there. You know. Um. Wow. I'm not gonna go there with it. You said it. I didn't. The He's celebrating now, but useless. He got protection. He probably won't last long. People love. Yeah. So who was the man? We all know we all know. Like if my brother's second in command, and we got beef with people, it's just like, come on, man. You know, y'all know how militancy works, and in the militant structure, you taking orders from the captain. You're not making no order without the captain. But if the head of the snake could be cut off, if it looked like the head of the snake's in jeopardy of being cut off, what do? We cut a piece of the body off. We cut the piece of the body off closest to the head, so the head is not cut off. And once the head cuts off, the whole body dies. But if I cut a piece of the body off, the head is still there. You know, Gotti was super mad about that play with your bitch video. Dolph humiliated him. Yeah, man. I wasn't too deep into the whole beef with him, man. Honestly, But uh, phew, I didn't think it was a chance in hell this man was getting off. A chance in hell. I'm not gonna lie to you. A chance in hell. Let's play this again real quick, y'all. Look at this.
Tennessee versus Hernandez, Govan, count one. We, the jury, found the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count one of the indictment. State of Tennessee versus Hernandez Govan, count two. We, the jury, find the defendant Hernandez Govan not guilty in count two of the indictment. Ma'am.
Wow, yo. That's wild, man. Definitely my stomach turns for sure. Can they charge Gotti in the future, or is Gotti good now? That's the last question regarding the whole situation. I don't think there's no link to Gotti. I don't think there's any link to Gotti. I think all links to Gotti have been killed. The other dude's not. There's no link to Gotti. The only link was, in my opinion, was Jook, and Jook is gone because of that reason. Because he's the other link to Gotti. But there is no, in my opinion, I could be wrong. There is no other link to Gotti. Jook was his brother. Is his big brother. You know, they got Jook phone. It ain't over. That's a good point. But Jook, if you remember, if you listen to the testimony, Jook didn't even want to talk around no phones. So I doubt if Jook put anything. I mean, he could have slipped up, but I doubt if Jook put anything in the phone, on the phone, in the phone, text, call, that's going to put himself in jeopardy. Anything further outside of what this man just got acquitted for. New York Beast, I don't mind rap beef if it stays on wax. When it goes to the streets, could be death or prison. Absolutely. All right, Eric. All right, I ain't gonna read your names. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, and the whole thing is as it always been in the city as well as the South. Is brought in a fixed case, and look, Gotti and folks seem like the feds, but Dolph was love. Ooh, Gotti, and it was funny. He had protection. Remember when that whole Dolph shit? Why did the police protect his business? Like, who does that? Since when did the police care? Unless they had immediate, like, some people calling and say, like, I'm gonna shoot that shit up, or there's nobody gonna do that. So why would they immediately start protecting him and protecting his business after Dolph was murdered? Think about that. Just think about it. He did not slip up. Yeah, because you're right. 'Cause all this time they probably would have had him just fine property. Somebody got those insurance policies on them. They cashing in, man. This goes deeper than y'all really think. Now it's time to see what happened with Dirk. Loretta, Gotti is definitely the link. Trust me. See, a guy like Gotti, he's a stone cold gangster. He's a stone, and I look from where he's from. He probably had to be that way in the coke game. That I mean, it's a different level that people may not understand. You it's either eat somebody that be eaten, kill or be killed. So you the boss. You got the money. You can put hits on cats, and you got to take an out. That's what you're gonna do, or it's gonna happen to you. But like all movies in real life, very few people escape. He thinks he's gangster. I mean, he's every bit of it. He ain't talking. He's one of those quiet dudes. But no, best believe. You know, that's just my opinion. But the biggest of the biggest gangsters could be touched. G-Dog, he got blueprints from his old school gangster daddy. Somebody put whole Gotti called the hits using his brother Jook. Any big rap executive you could think of have or had feds on the payroll. Yeah? Caleb Mays, did they ever catch the shooter who shot up dogs 100 times? I don't think so. But my thing is, it's a bag on your head. I'm not just going to have one shooter with me if I'm in that city. And if I'm not mistaken, it's an open carry city. And everybody knows your will, like what you're driving in. Like it stands out like a sore thumb. And I know it's in hindsight, but why just have one shooter? And one shooter that's his brother that is wasn't alert. Damn. Crazy. Just one. I'm not talking about nobody regular. I'm talking about there's been hits on your life. You know it's the bag on your head. You know you've been shot and shot at over 100 times and got shot in LA. And you got one shooter. That's your brother. Now he did shoot back. I give him that. He shot back, but he wasn't on point like he should have been on point. He let his guard down for 5 seconds, and it cost his brother his life, man. I'm not saying this is fault. I'm not saying this is fault. I'm just saying, God damn, they had the chopper in the car. Have the chopper with you. It's an open carry state. Have the chopper with you. And if I know my brother's going into the store, I'm damn 100% for sure, for certain. Looking at the door, looking at the car to make sure because I know the atmosphere that we in. It ain't like I'm just some nobody and we going to get some cookies and I ain't got to worry about shit. Nah, like any moment it could be a man, man. He was too comfortable, way too comfortable. He wasn't on point, bro. Like all he had to do was be looking out that window, he would have seen him coming. He could have emptied his clip. That would have been justification for him to empty his clip. I don't give a damn if it's a legal gun. You coming to kill my brother, I'm putting you down first. I'm putting you down first. It was too late. And then, like, he did hit him. Why didn't you hit him in the head? Why didn't you shoot I mean, I guess it's all hindsight. None of us been in that situation. I'm not trying to act like I'm Rambo or nothing like that either. Like I'm John Rambo. I'm about to just come up with two guns and I'm not acting like that either. You know? He definitely wasn't vigilant. I ain't gonna put the name out there, but somebody puts the contract was from Gazy and Cock Nation. The industry never likes independent artists when they go big because they're not getting profit from 'em, just like Nipsey. Ah man, why are you doing that? They do got the connection, but I don't know if it goes that far, man. New York puts you can't get rich, go back to your hood without beat up security, riding solo dolo. Absolutely can't. You cannot. You can't go to nobody's hood, but especially your own hood, and thinking you coming back. And he was in like a Lambo. It don't matter what he was in. They spotted him, but it was because of that car. You know what I'm saying? That they knew, and remember the dudes was following him. They shot my guy 22 times. When I see the T-shirt in court, I was like, damn, hell yeah. That shit, I ain't gonna lie, that was sad seeing that. Caleb, he definitely stepped up. Should have had more people with him. But look at Nipsey's situation. He was surrounded by his brothers and still got touched. But it's that one vulnerable moment. It's that and Nipsey got caught in that vulnerable. Like I think dude had a heater on. His brother wasn't there. I don't know if the dude in the store. What's his name? We interviewed the dude. Gun. What's his name? Cowboy. He was in the store with the heater. Like nobody's in position at the right time. Everybody can let their guard down at some point. That definitely broke my heart seeing that. 22 times, man. Quickly. Did y'all see the video? Did y'all see how quick it was? They let them shots off with them switchies. Them streets of Memphis on a different level, bro. They don't play. Real, I see it, bro. I follow a lot of them dudes down there. You might have 20, 30 dudes on the corner, all of them, switched up in the open with it. Like how I'm driving around where I'm at, you're not gonna see, people gonna have them concealed or whatever. You're not gonna see dudes switched up. You gonna see these dudes with an AK hanging on their shoulder. 20, 30 of them on the corner in Memphis. You can be wealthy, go back to the hood, just can't be out here flashy. If you're flashy, you have problems. Yeah, that too. That too. I would have been like Boosie. Yeah, but T Dolph, Mike Jones put, I would have been like Boosie if I was Dolph, moved out of Memphis. He had moved out of Memphis. He was coming back for like an event. He was out. He was coming back to help his rapper. He was out of there. But he came back. They was what they call. They was hunting for this man for days prior. They literally went out like somebody would go out in the woods and hunt deer or bear or boar or whatever. And they went out there and they was looking for this man's car. Like, you know how easy it is? He made himself a target. Like, oh, that's Dolph shit right there. No switching up cars, maybe being in the fucking minivan, a Cord, something different. You in this flashy ass fast, it's fast, but when it's parked, you ain't going nowhere. Cause if you was on the highway or something, you probably could have, you could have sped off on that Benz with that Lambo. And I've been to with Nipsey. I never been to Memphis, but I've been over there to L.A. That's in the middle of the ghetto, man. I'm in the middle of the ghetto. Dawson had 3 or 4 dudes strapped up with him at all times, checking his six, checking the surroundings, checking every point where something could go wrong, looking at cars that's going past. If, somebody's following you, like looking for shit like that. Like you got to be on all like that. That's the atmosphere these dudes is putting themselves in. He in there on his phone. He getting out the car gingerly. His brother looking down at his fucking phone. We always on these damn phones. I don't think he had like a little. He ain't had no real flashy jewelry on. He had a chain on, but everybody knows you, dog. Like in that city, ain't no that cars what did it. All his shits is camouflage army joints. Like, damn. That's why, honestly, yo, forget the fame. It's better to just have a fortune. That's why you see rich white folks and other folks out here. They driving regular cars. They ain't nothing flashy on. They can have some shit from Walmart for all they care, but their bank account is on, obesity. We gotta be flashy. We gotta have the nicest cars, the jewelry, the watches, the mirror, all this shit. We gotta have that shit on and let everybody know that I'm that and. But all that does is bring attention to you. And if you pull up in a Benz or something nice, somebody looking across the street like, who that? He got to be the plug. He has to be the plug. Let me go touch him. Or if he got a chain on, I got to get that. That might be a $40,000, $50,000 chain. That shit can change my life today. That's the mentality that we dealing with. You know? Definitely was the car. It would have been so much harder to find. Unless they was sitting outside his house staking him out. Like, that car, man. Damn. Damn, damn. Damn. It's just sad, man. Damn. But it's all in hindsight, right? New York. Some rappers show off their success to the less fortunate and bragging on camera. It's like a spit in the face. Yeah, and that's the part I be talking about too. That's a good point. You can't be shining on ends, bro. We can't be doing that. And I see everybody do it. Everybody, every single rapper I see doing it, no matter who they are. I got more money than you broke ends. I seen Sexy Red doing it the other day. I've seen any rapper you name, I've seen them doing this. Yeah, I'm shining on you ends. You never shining on the white boys or the East Indians. You always shining on each other. I'm shining on you ends. I'm shining. I got money. Yeah, you broke. You can't pay your rent. Yeah, look at this I'm in. I see that and I don't like that shit. I don't like it because it's like, all right, somebody like, all right, cool. Let's see how you shining when you dead. Let's see how you shine when I come over there and put something in you. Let's see how much you shining in. Because these dudes out here hungry. Think about it. Them dudes was hungry. They was hungry for a lick. They didn't care who. It could have been me. It could have been you. It was a bag on it. I'm gonna take this dude out. I'm gonna take him out. That's the situation they was in. Like they was hungry. Was hungry. One dude got like $800. These dudes is looking. They trying to satisfy pill habits. They're trying to get out of situations. One dude might want a pack of Newports, some pills, and a bottle of Henny, and he'll take a body. That's how real it is. I'm telling you, he'll take a body for some perks, a pack of Newports, and a bottle of Henny for that night, and numb himself down for taking the body, and a couple dollars to go buy some bullshit ass Mary or whatever, or some whatever the people buying now, some bullshit. And then when you can't even you try to take that Mary back, they give you $20 for it at the pawn shop or whatever. Come on, man. It's crazy out here, man. We as black people love attention. That too much. That's our downfall, for real. It's definitely getting real. I'm here to put you down for a pack of Newports, man, and some Zanny bars or some wet, so he can get a stick of wet, man. That's the environment we living in. Or some Fetty. They'll put you down for that, man. That's we gotta know. We gotta know who we dealing with. Or a 8 ball. Come on, man. Some hard. Like, come on, man. Wait, this is we living in the jungle with lions, tigers, and bears, man. And some of us we escape it and we go back in the wrong situation. We can also be food, and that's what we have to be. And we all let our guards down. We all let our guards down, man. I live in Kansas City, and the crime rate here is insane. I bet. And that's why when I look at these dudes, even like the whole drill rap scene, when I look at this shit and I listen to these dudes talk, it's like they need outlets. They need legitimate outlets, not some clown telling them to do better. Y'all gotta do better. Fuck that. I'm hungry. They need legitimate outlets. Legitimate outlets where they can leave that situation and develop, whatever their skill is, begin to develop that and be shown a different way. We could talk all day about, oh, you got to make this and this. My stomach's hurting. I ain't got no money. I live in poverty. What's the fastest way for me to get some money? That's what I'm thinking about. Whether I got to go rob somebody, whether I got to go sell this or sell that, break into this, break into that. That's what I'm going to do. The fastest way, meaning I need money within the next couple hours, not something where it's going to take me 2 or 3 weeks. I need something now. That's the mentality. What do I have to do? I know he got it. I'm going to go take it from him. Give me the heater. Give me the blicky. I'm gonna go take it from him. That's the this is the world that we really living in. That's the reality of the shit. You could say, oh, go to college, go to school. Fuck school. Fuck college. South Memphis, South Memphis. But yeah, that's crazy, man. So that is what it is, man. It's hot. Let's put this on. You people don't want to work for anything. Absolutely. So just know that anybody is unfortunate with Dolph, and I'm not saying Dolph was 100% innocent because I don't know what they had going on in the streets. From what I understand, it was a two-way war between two PRE and CMG. It starts with supporting each other's businesses so that our businesses grow. We create jobs, opportunity. Absolutely, because like I said, a outlet. Maybe a young brother got a business, and he might take a guy like, all right, man, look, I'm gonna have you come work for me. I'm gonna give you $150 a day. I need you to do this. Maybe, all right, say, all right, a man own a car dealership. Let's just say that. All right, I'm gonna have you come in. I need you to clean these cars, bro. I need you to go gas these cars up, bro. I need you to do oil changes, and I'm gonna pay you $150 a day or $200 a day, whatever the case may be. You're gonna take your money. We're gonna do this with it. We're gonna do this. You got friends in the street. I get it. Bring them over here. I get them a job. When you get out of here, make the right decision because now once you get to the part where you can get to the economic part, where you can start putting money in their pocket, everything else could fall in line. I'm not saying they won't may not go back into the streets, but once you, in my opinion, once you get the economic part, because that's all this shit is for money at the end of the day. People trying to get the bag. So once you can, handle that basic need, then it's like, all right, let's go. You know, when you're dealing with egos too, that's the result. Yeah, that's man. Yeah, y'all keep me here all day talking about this. Unfortunately, I don't have all day, but I appreciate y'all checking in with me. The government knows that's tough, and that's why they have COINTELPRO and locked up all the OGs. And then like regular jobs ain't gonna want to hire our kids like that. They don't have a certain image, a certain way they look, a certain way they talk, a certain way they talk. They're not gonna hire them. Straight job didn't shoot Dolph. He was too far away. Cornelius and Aiken only killed Dolph. Maybe there we go. Thank you, Loretta. These young knuckleheads should be taught how to invest in stocks, real estate, all that money going to waste. Yeah, true. That's true. And we got everything in place, bro. It's just like we got to put it all together. It's a lots of black businesses and stuff out here. It's people teaching stocks and investments and real estate. But unfortunately, we get into our position and say F them. But you kind of see why, because they try to eat you. Yeah, bro got off. Bro got off. Bro going home today. Once they release him, he's out of there. And if I was him, I'll get as far away from Memphis, over to Atlanta or something. But with that being said, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I got some things to do. I want to drop that on y'all. Ah man. Sad day. Sad day. He definitely got off. Sad day, y'all. Sad he lost his life on this bullshit. Yep. Yeah. He wasn't the mastermind because he was out on bail. I mean, look, you talking about Hernandez Govan? Damn, you get eight either way you make it out, you get eight by the big corpse. Wow. Whew. Ain't that the truth though? Ain't that the truth? Full of Southern charm. Peace to you. You've been around for a minute. It's like so many different ways to get you up out of here. If I don't get you up out of here, early on, I'm gonna get you up out of here with diabetes, heart disease, cancer. One of your brothers might knock your head off. You feel me? Like man, you be lucky if you hit 50, man. That's that. I mean, that's just the reality of it, But that's my thoughts, man. I'm not putting that on nobody. I'm just saying, like, it's a lot of obstacles out here, man, and I've been through every last one of them. But y'all have a good day. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Hey, hit the thumbs up on the video. You want to support the video? Hit the thumbs up before you get up out of here. Yeah, hit the thumbs up and comment. Let me know what you guys think on the video. Let's get 1,000 thumbs up on the video, and I appreciate